Okay, as part of our review, okay, so we're going to start with, by the way, i-upload ko na lang din pala yung sample code, okay? Pero meron din naman sa internet, no, by the way. Pero if you want to have somewhat to check, okay, so yung hindi galing sa internet, so I will be uploading this one, okay? So as per our topic, we're going to start with array. Okay. So first things first, before you going to start with array. Okay. So the thing with array. So what is the use of array? Okay, sir. We know that array is storage of data. So yes, definitely array is used for storage of data. Okay. But the thing is, how are we going to implement that? Okay? And when are we going to implement the array? Okay, kasi yes, we know that array is it stores temporary data. Okay, may mga kasi kailangan natin i-identify class what are those data that we need to store. Okay? But the question also is what are those data that you need to store? Okay, kasi pagka in-store niyo yung data, normally permanently storage sa database. So ano yung mga data na kung saan um, ini-store natin pero temporary lang. Okay, kumbaga nawawala siya. Okay? So normally those data are stored because of its usage. Okay? So for example, anong mga data 'yon? So for example, 'di ba sa Meralco or sa kahit anong waiting line, basta nasa queuing ka, okay? Normally, when you wait for something, meron kang queuing number. Okay, so for example, 1, 2, 3, pang-una ka, pangalawa siya, pangatlo 'to, okay, and so on and so forth. So kailangan mo i-store 'yon kasi itong una 'to. Pero once na natapos na yung process ni 1, automatically it is removed from the queuing list, 'di ba? So normally hindi mo na siya isi-save kasi tapos na yung transaction niya. So pwede mong ilagay do'n si array kasi nga temporary lang yung data do'n. Okay, kumbaga changeable siya, eh, hindi siya constant value. Okay? Naintindihan class kung saan nyo gagamitin si array? Naintindihan? Wala ng keyboard class? Pakit-type kung okay. Wala tayong problem. Low class. Ako ba'y na-disconnect? Are you good?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay. You can use the message box class. Okay? Thank you so much for those people na nag-chat. Thank you, class. Okay, thank you, Jasper, May, Nicolette, Angel, Cedric, Christine. Shout out sa inyo. Pero thank you, class. Thank you for responding. Kasi for me, for me to know if we're clear with that. Okay, ano pa yung mga data na temporary? For example, dates. Okay? Pwede kasi na yung date i-store mo siya. Pwede rin naman yung date, kunyari transaction niya today. Tapos pagkatapos ng kunyari nagpa-reserve. Okay? Once na natapos na yung reservation date niya, so di mo na kailangan i-store yon, for example. So it's up to you kung i-store mo siya, pero you have the option. Kasi kunyari, sir, ano ba yung mga data na ini-store permanently? Ang ini-store na permanently is yung mga, kunyari, personal information, no? So kahit naman namatay yung tao, nandun pa rin naman yung personal information niya sa death certificate, hindi naman pwede na nawawala yon. Okay? So normally, yon yung mga permanently stored data. Okay? So at first, how are you going to declare your array? Okay, array is represented by brackets. Okay, so int and then bracket and then the name of the array. Okay, and then your values will be stored, okay, inside a curly brace, okay, which is divided by comma. Okay, so kung maglalagay kayo ng data dun sa array nyo, okay, so kunyari static values, okay, so yung mga data nyo sa loob nung array nyo is declared, okay, inside the curly braces. Okay, and then divided siya ng comma. Okay, and then the name of the array, kasi sir, why we need to have the name of the array? Kasi yan yung itatawagan nyo pag i-access nyo na yung array nyo. 'Di ba? And then, you need also to declare kung anong data type kasi pwedeng string ang ilagay sa loob ng array. Pwede rin character, pwede rin integer, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, and also don't forget to have your terminator at the last value of your line. Okay, so if you're going to output the array, okay, so you're going to use system.out.println, okay, or println, okay, and then you're going to specify, so meron tayong plus sign dito, it means that you're going to concatenate a string value into your array. Okay, so after the string message, you have concatenated your array in index value. Okay, so sir, bakit merong zero sa loob? So review, 'di ba? Ang array ay nag-i-start siya sa zero index, hindi siya nag-i-start sa 1. So pag bibilangin mo to, 12, 4, 5, 2, 5, normally pag real world scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yung index number. Okay? So, pero pagka array ang pinag-uusapan, instead of using number 1 at the very first value that you have into your integer, you're going to use value of 0 dun sa values mo sa array sa loob. Okay? So, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So, kaya in-specify niya sa una is 0 index. Okay? 12. Okay? So, we have age 1. Okay? So, ayan yung 4, and then 2, then 3, and then 4. Okay? So, that's a total of 5 values. Okay? So, next is how about you don't want to access each one of your um, data or array items into your array. So what are you going to do is to use for loop. Okay, so for you to do that, so first is you're going to declare, okay, your value. Ito yung mag-iterate dun sa inyong array. Okay, so you're going to start with 0 kasi nga ang index values or the first index value of array is 0. Okay, so I is equals to 0 and then you're going to compare your declared variable which is I which is equals to 0. Okay, age 1, okay, ito yan. Okay, 0, 1, 2, age 1 dot length. So, what does it mean? So, it means that kaya siya may dot length is ilan yung total number of items into your array. So, normally, your total numbers in your array is 0, 1, 2. So, pag in-iterate mo siya, okay, so 0 is less than equal to the total number of value is 2. Okay, 0 is less than equal to, or I mean less than 2, 0. Okay, that is true. Okay, so 1 is, or 2, or I mean 1 is less than to 1, or I mean 2, hanggang sa ma-iterate nyo yung laman ng array nyo. Okay, so ayan yung iteration niya. Or also, okay, you can also have your, kumbaga class, ganito pala siya. Kunyari yan, di ba? I, dito na lang magsusulat. I is less than age 1. Ganyan yan, okay, in pseudocode. Okay, so, which is the value or the initial value will be 0, which is your I, okay, and then less than to the age 1 or the total number of array values. Okay, so that's 2. Okay, so next is pag nag-iterate yan, so i-output niya yung I. So yung I nyo is index 0. Ayan, no, age 1 I, which is yung I is 0, hindi pa siya nag-i-increment kasi dito muna siya dadaan sa system.out.println. Okay, the next iteration that you will be having will be 1 kasi nag-increment na siya. So 1 is less than less than 2. Okay, and then 2 is less than to 2. Okay, and then you get the value Okay, 2 is not less than to 2. So 0, 1, 2 lang yan. Kasi 0 is less than 2, 1 is less than 2. Okay? So until you have the total number. Okay? So total number of age is 3. Okay, hanggang sa 2 siya, by the way. So ito, true pa to. Okay? So mali pala ako. Sorry, class 3 pala to. Sorry. Mag-e-error siya. Ayan. Tapos ito, 3. So ayan, hanggang 3 lang yan kasi 2 is less than 3. Pero kapag nag-3 less than to 3 yan, that's false na. So invalid na yung iteration. So hanggang 3 iteration ka lang. Okay? Ayan. So next is how about if you're going to iterate a value in for each statement. Okay? So in for each statement or for, okay, or using for each statement, so meron kang for and then int a, then h1. So ganito na lang yung kanyang iteration of value. Okay? So pag niran mo siya, pero normally you can use for each for much more easy. Pero if you want to have a specific, like for example, may range ka ng i-output, much better if you're going to use array. No? Na for loop, hindi for each. Okay? Ayan. So ayan. First element 12, ayan. So pag nag-access ka, may 4, okay, may 5, 2, 5. And then using the for loop, using the for each loop. Okay? So by the way, naglagay na rin ako ng comment just for you to somewhat if you're going to check on the lines that you're going to have. So you can actually check on your comments. Okay? So we're done with the array class. Any questions with regards to array? Okay naman.
Opo, sir.
How about the others? Is it clear? Okay na?
Opo, sir.
Opo, sir.
Okay naman po.
So siguro naman na-review na kayo. So pwede na tayong mag-lecture. Okay, display ko lang class. Okay, so our topic for today, okay, is classes and objects. Okay, so most likely, I just mentioned earlier about this one. So we're going to identify the concept and what is the uses of classes and objects. Okay, most probably we're going to use this, and also we're going to have some demonstration about classes and objects. Okay, for the next meeting. But the important thing is, uh, we we are going to be introduced about classes and objects. Okay, because classes and objects are oftenly used for um, object-oriented programming. Okay, so this your object-oriented programming starts with classes and objects. Okay, so introduction. So disregard na lang yung programming language. Okay, so class mechanism allows users to define. By the way, I will be using another um, lecture for the implementation of um, Java implementation of classes and objects. Okay, so class mechanism allows users to define their own data types that can be used as conveniently as built-in types. So class are often called user-defined types. Okay, meaning to say that when you're going to create a class, okay, so normally it is defined by the user, okay, or it is also created by the user. Okay, so it means that with regards to classes, it's all about the user's preferences based on the method, based on the defined type or the data type that you're going to use for your class. Okay? So it also includes class types and creation of objects of classes. Okay, normally, sir, ano ba tong class na to? So normally si class kasi siya yung handler. Siya yung humahawak ng method, siya yung humahawak ng data type, siya yung humahawak ng variable, siya yung humahawak ng constants, siya yung humahawak ng function. Okay? So, kumbaga, ina-handle niya lahat ng about sa programming mo. Okay? So, kumbaga, siya yung nag-group up ng program mo. Okay? So, at the succeeding slides, so we're going to be more familiar with classes. So continuation, the class definition introduces both the class's data members that define the internal representation of class. So the class member functions that define the set of operation that may be or may be applied to objects as of your class types. So always remember, once you created your class, it defines the members or the contents of your class and defines internal representation of your class. Okay? So the class member function that define the set of operations that may be applied, okay, in your class type. So meaning to say, pag gumawa ka ng class mo, okay, mare-represent niya kung ano ba yung para saan ba tong class na to. So kunyari gumawa ka ng class office. So yung mga object mo doon is for example, eraser, chalk, chair, table. Okay, it means that those members is under the class name classroom, 'di ba? At tapos ang mga components mo or yung mga representation mo of the class is yung mga minention ko earlier. So, class member function that define the set of operation kung ano ba yung magiging nangyari. For example, gagawa ka ba ng objects, magpa-process ka ba, magko-compute ka ba ng mga integer values and so on and so forth. It depends on how are you going to define and how are you going to um, implement classes and what are those represented data inside your classes. Okay? Continuation. Information hiding is achieved by declaring the data member as private, whereas the operation to be performed on class objects by the programming are or the program are public. So kasi meron tayong tinatawag na data validation. So what are those data validation or data secrecy? Okay, nasa sa inyo yun kung ano bang klase. Like for example, yung class nyo is public. So meaning to say, pag public yung class nyo, lahat ng content ni class can be accessed outside. Okay? Kasi pag naka-private naman yung kunyari private class tas yung class name or public class tas yung class name. So what will happen, pag naka-private, it cannot be accessed outside the class. Okay, yung mga components ng classes nyo, nandun lang sa loob, hindi siya pwedeng i-access kapag naka-private. Pero kung yung inyong class can be access anywhere at your code, it means that your class is public. Okay? So ngayon, what the deeper meaning about your class? So created using keyword class. Okay? So paano yun? Kunyari, gagawa ka ng class. Okay? Class and then kunyari name is school. Okay? Tapos yan, tapos meron yan sa loob. Okay? So a class declaration defines a new user-defined data type that links code and data. Okay? Another thing, class is a logical abstraction but an object has physical existence. So normally, pagka sinabi mong logical abstraction, ito yung parang blueprint ng code mo. Ano ba yung magiging laman at para saan ba yung laman ng class mo? Kumbaga, class, para mas madali nyo maintindihan, kumbaga si class is para siyang div sa HTML. Di ba si div nag-handle ng mga elements? Okay, ganun si class, nag-handle ng method si class dun sa program nyo. Okay, so object is an instance of class. So meaning to say, pagka sinabing object is an instance of class, so part lang ni class si object. Kumbaga si object, hindi niya pwedeng maging part si class. Kumbaga under the class, meron kang mga object sa loob. Ano ba yung mga pwede natin ilagay sa class? Pwede kang mag-variable declaration, pwede kang mag-output, pwede kang maggawa ng kahit anong method, function, constructor, okay? Pwede rin kahit array as long as under the class. Pero kung mag-under ka ng object, hindi ka pwede maglagay ng class sa loob ng isang object. Okay? So, ganito yung syntax ng class. So, ito yung class and then the class name. Okay, parang tinype ko. Tapos curly brace and then the body of the class. Ano ba yung content ng class mo sa loob? Okay, so the class definition has two parts. Okay, which is the first is the class head or the composed of keyword class followed by the class name. So, una muna yung keyword nyo na class. Okay, before the name of the class. So as much as possible, if you're going to name a class, make sure that your class name is related to the topic or the function of that specific class. Okay? So next is general form of class declaration. So meron ka dito na class and then the class name. So yung class is the keyword which is class. And then kung anong pangalan ng class mo. Okay? And then under the curly braces, you have the access specifier and then the members. Okay, what are those? So yung mga access specifier nyo, yan yung mga pwede nyo i-call out para dun sa members ng class nyo. Okay? Excuse me, classmate. Okay? So, for example, okay? So, meron ka ditong class student. Okay? So, normally, pag may class student ka, so meron kang variable declaration and then, kunyari, character name 25 and then character address is 35. Okay, meron naman naka-public dito, get data and void display for the member of your function. Okay, so pupunta tayo ngayon, ito, tsaka na natin ito i-discuss. Mag-focus muna tayo sa classes. Okay, so let me just, ito ba? Yes, ito. So as you can see, Java is an object-oriented language, kaya Java yung gamit natin. As a language that has the object-oriented feature, Java supports the following fundamental concepts of OOP. So meron tayong polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, classes, and objects. So ito muna yung kailangan natin maintindihan. So what are those classes and objects in Java? So makikita nyo naman yan. Yan yung umpisa. Okay? So let us look deep into what are the objects. Okay? So by the way, objects have states, behavior. Ito yung na-discuss ko nung nakaraan pa. Okay, yung dun sa blue na PowerPoint. Pagka sinabi natin object, yan yung may behavior. Okay, kunyari, dog has states, color name, breed, as well as behavior, wagging, barking, eating, ayan yung mga actions. Okay, so an object is an instance of a class. Okay, si class naman, a class can define as template or blueprint, okay, that describes the behavior states of that object. Kumbaga, under ng klase object. Okay, katulad nga na sinabi ko kanina. So, in software development, okay, so pagka nag-implement kayo, by the way, class ginagamit to kahit nagtatrabaho na, kaya yung mga gantong concepts and ways on how are you going to program, okay, or how are you going to develop your software. Okay, so in software development, methods operate on the internal state of an object, and the object to object communication is done via methods. So in classes of Java, class is a blueprint of which individual objects are created. So for example, we have public class dog. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina. So normally class dog is fine, pero kung gusto niyo na available sa lahat ng parts ng code mo, yung class mo, okay, is kailangan mo siya i-public. Okay? So, meron tayong string, breed, ito yung kanyang mga object or methods. So, and then int age, C, and then string color. Tapos void barking, void hungry, and then void sleeping. Okay? So, yun yung mga pwede mong i-define as part of your class. Okay? So, pwede kang merong return value, meron kang methods, meron kang output statement, meron kang variable declaration. It's fine kasi gumagawa ka ng organization ng code mo. Kunyari, under the class dog, ito yung mga things about the class name. Okay? So, meron tayong tinatawag na class can contain any following variable types. So, meron tayong local variable, instance variable, tsaka class variable. So, yung local variable, yun yung mga variable na kung saan you can use inside the scope of your class. Meaning to say, dun sa loob lang ng class mo. Pag instance variable naman, variables are variables within the class but outside any method. So, ito naman, pwede itong gamitin outside. Pwede siya gamitin inside, pwede rin siya gamitin outside yung mga variable mo. Instance variable yung tawag doon. Okay? Pag class variables naman, class variables are variables declared within a class outside any method with the static keyword. Okay? Ito naman yung mga may static keyword. Pero normally, almost the same lang si instance and class. Pero ang difference lang nila, okay? So, normally, it can be declared anywhere at the class and can be used outside your class. Okay? So ito, dun muna tayo sa basics. Okay? So normally, ganito si class. Let me just open my NetBeans. Okay, class. So, meron ako example dito pero may method na to, encapsulation. Pero hindi ko muna i-discuss yung about sa encapsulation. Okay? So, we have a class here. Okay? So, yung class name natin is, ang pangalan ng class natin is named user. So, ibig sabihin, yung itong class na to is all about the user. Okay? So normally, first thing that I'm going to do is to declare variables. Okay? So, nag-private ako dito kasi gumamit ako ng method na encapsulation. Ayan, encapsulation yung gamit ko. So, we're going to discuss encapsulation in the near future. But first, focus muna tayo sa classes. So, I declare, so sabi ko nga sa inyo, di ba, you can actually use or you can actually include your values inside a class. Okay? So, ano bang kinaganda sa class? Unang-una bakit tayo nagka-class is because para organize. Kasi 'di ba sabi nga blueprint, okay? So kaya tayo nagagawa ng blueprint is for the organization, it's for the efficiency of the functions of your software. Okay? So next thing is you can use any type like variable declaration. So what I have here is I declare private int. Okay, kaya siya private kasi gusto ko sa loob lang ng clause ng class yung pwedeng gumamit ng um, variables ko na dineclare. So we have private int user ID, we have private string username, then private string first name, and then last name. Okay? So for the user ID, okay, we have user ID, string, username. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung user ID na to is equal to user ID. Okay? This user ID. Sir, bakit nakaganon? Kasi naka-private. So, ibig sabihin nandito lang yung code ko. Okay? Pagdi-discuss pa natin yan pero para binibigyan ko na rin kayo ng view. Okay? So, tinranspose ko siya to the point na ayan, void set user ID. Meron ako return value dito na kung saan I will be using a different setup which is yung void or return statement ko is user ID which is equals to user ID. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, itong user ID na to na malaki yung U is equal sa user ID na dineclare natin in private. Okay? So, in-override natin. Okay? Para ma-access. But yun nga, gumamit tayo ng class dito is to group up all those variables that can be used separately. Okay? Another thing about classes is we can code reuse. Okay? Magagamit mo yung code mo ng paulit-ulit na hindi mo na kailangan i-type yung variable declaration mo and its values. Kasi pwede mo nang i-call out lang siya dun sa loob ng class mo. Okay? So, ayan, sa public class user. Okay? So, ayan. And then, ito na yung sa encapsulation. Pero, ano na to, ibang topic na to kasi yun lang naman yun sa may class. So, normally, kaya tayo nagka-class is to somewhat give emphasis on the code reuse kasi pag naka-class ka na, tawag ka na lang ng tawag dun sa loob ng class mo. Lalo na kung kailangan mo yung mga variables and values ng variable mo dun sa loob ng class mo. So, pwede mo na siyang gamitin ng gamitin sa loob ng class mo without redeclaring. Tatawagin mo na lang yung value ng sa loob ng class mo. Okay? And then, syempre, code efficiency kasi mas maayos yung code, madaling basahin, and may code reuse ka. Okay? So, normally, different things that we can include in your classes. Okay? So, what else? Magbigay pa ako example. Wait lang, class. Okay, for the last example kasi nakita na ako ng sample. Okay, we have here a sample code. So, ang pangalan ng class, so naka-public siya. So, yung access modifiers natin or yung access natin for the classes will be, I will be discussing this, okay, next meeting for the after na class objects naman. Tapos, yung methods tayo ng OOP. Okay, so yun yung ating ano, and also class diagram. So next week, class diagram, then objects. Okay, so meron tayong sample dito class. So we have public class puppy. Okay, so meron tayo dito comment, this constructor has one parameter and which is the name. So meron tayong public puppy string, which is name. Okay, so it means that with regards to the value, okay, so pagka kinumpile mo siya is that for example, yung sa puppy nyo, okay, so um meron ka dito na value na which is under the public puppy, which is yung ang under niya na value is string name. So normally, sa susunod na, ito yung sa class natin sa taas. Tapos kung makikita niyo, ito yung opening statement for the Java. So meron tayo dito na puppy, okay, following statement will create an object. So ito naman, pantawag ng object. Okay, so we have puppy equals new puppy equals to Tommy. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, under the puppy named, okay? So, papasok kasi, ayan, makikita nyo, yung puppy na value is equals to name. Okay? So, dito siya masasama sa name na to. So, ano ba yung equals dun sa puppy? So, kung makikita nyo, public puppy is equals to new puppy, which is the value is Tommy. Okay? So kumbaga, ipinasa mo yung value ni Papi, my Papi is equals to new Papi which is Tommy. Which is yung Tommy is named Papi under the class Papi. So mapapasa yung value dun sa string value which is yung name is Tommy. Eh kasi yun yung galing dun sa new Papi. So lagay ko lang din sa ating um, let me just create another file for this example. A file. Oh, wait lang. New project, Java application, class. Tapos, lagay ko lang itong code. Wait lang, class. Tapos, this one. Public, wait lang class ha. Public class, public string name. Public string name, copy, paste. May error yung code. Wait lang class ah. Kuha ko ng Roy string. Ito. Puppy age. Pasa ko na lang sa inyo class yung sa ano, yung sa file. Neto, may error yung ano eh. Wait lang. Pero isasubmit ko na lang sa inyo. Parang may error din sa may string name. Kasi I tried. Hindi kompleto yung code. Pero ayun class yung about sa class. Okay, so sayang din kasi yung time if we're going to have to check for the whole code. Pero let me just give you the copy of the whole code for this example. Okay? So normally we just discuss yung about sa classes, okay? And also yun sa array. Okay? So siguro after ng ating class diagram, okay? So we're going to somewhat have a review and then let's have some activities about Java classes. Okay, so let me just check this if ever. Kasi meron tong error with regards to the declaration. So if ever, um, ang error niya is dun sa name. So public, try ko lang class din na ba kasi gumana public. Uh, string name. Nainis ako kasi ayaw gumana pero may mali din sa code. Ayusin ko na lang. Bigay ko na lang sa inyo after nung meeting natin. Okay? Kasi pag ginawa ko siya ng paramit ay ng value, string value. Okay. Public string. Name. Hindi napapasa yung value. Right now. Okay. So, incomplete yung code. Kukompletuhin ko na lang to as per example. Okay? So, for this meeting. Okay, class, may question kayo with regards to classes. Publish string. Public publish string. Public class puppy. Okay. Okay, wait. Parang gets ko na. Pero sasabit ko na lang sa inyo class para hindi na sayang oras natin. Okay? Pero na-gets ko na. Okay? So if none, okay, bigay ko na lang sa inyo yung code and then let's have your attendance. Check ko lang class sa attendance natin. Okay? Wait lang. Here's the parts. Tapos, CS2. Second sem 21. Today is 22. 422. March 22. Adriano.
Present po, sir.
Aniceto.
Present po, sir.
RC.